So I'm going to be doing a lot of playing around with the screen today. You're going to see some transitions and changes. The idea behind this with using this app, which is called mmhmm, is that I can do these different types of transitions to present different types of media and content in a seamless fashion. So I'll be demonstrating that for you today, and I'm going to get started now by going through the first part of it. So I'm going to demonstrate 3, maybe 4 different ways that you can use the app to present content. This is typically right now, just so you know what I'm set up in. I'm set up in Zoom, and I am just using the Zoom in the traditional fashion that we always use Zoom. I turn the camera on, I connect to Facebook, and I'm live streaming. But what happens in the scenarios when you might be hosting an online event, or you may have a meeting and you want to present some content, but you want to present some dynamic content. You don't want to just share your screen, but you still want to be on the screen so people can see your face. You want to play videos, you want to show images, maybe you want to walk through a website and do a website demonstration. This app allows you to do just that. So what I just noticed about Zoom and is that the two are meant to work with each other. Oh, perfect. Okay. So the two are meant to work with each other. And what that means is that they've actually built the technology so that features in Zoom are compatible with features in They also built it to be compatible with Google Meet. So when I turn on my Zoom, I can actually choose which camera I want to look at. And right now, since I have integrated with Zoom, I'm going to be saying a lot today. Since I have it integrated, I can actually choose app as a camera source. So what that does, it allows me to then, anything that I have within from here on is going to appear here on Zoom, and you're going to be able to see it. So I actually did not even use my screen share. The only reason I would probably use my screen share is if I want to show you the controls and the buttons that I'm actually clicking within. But otherwise, you're just going to see this in a presentation type mode. So I'm going to leave Zoom running, but I'm actually going to just switch over and use the app so that I can then navigate and control things from there. So what you're looking at right now is me in front of a virtual background. I do not have a green screen behind me. I just simply have a blank wall behind me. And the software is meant, if you don't have a green screen, to kind of give the effect of you having one and giving you that transparency. Now, a couple things that you may notice is when I move, there might be a little bit of lag and you may see some of the wall behind me. You know, I can deal with that. That's fine. If I get a green screen and get some better lighting, you know, that effect will most likely minimize, or a better camera, that'll minimize. But what you're looking at now is that I'm within the app and I'm in what they call a stage. Now, what I really like about this is that they've kind of taken the production from TV shows and kind of mimicked some of the things that they do in TV production. So I'm able to create multiple stages, and this is just the first stage that I have set up. This stage is set up with a white background, like I said, me virtually, and then I have the ability to be able to actually show content here. So I'm going to give you an example of 2 ways that I can present content to you. So one of them is by doing content over my shoulder, which is very similar to what you typically see when you're watching the news and they're sitting at that desk and you see whatever playing in the background behind you. You know, that's exactly what this is here. But I actually just have an image that's projected here, and I have a number of images that I uploaded that were actually pre-uploaded to this stage, but I'm able to upload my own video, also can share screens and can upload images of my own from like a slideshow or anything like that if I want to do a presentation. And just like a presentation, you know, I can go ahead and talk. What's different about this and sharing my screen is that you're still able to see me and hear me, but you also get the ability to be able to see what I'm presenting behind me, which is cool. So this is called the over-the-shoulder presentation. You can go ahead through the slides. I can talk about the things that are in front of me. If I don't want it over the shoulder, I can actually do a full background and take whatever image I have here and project it on the background behind me, which is, again, is very similar to what we see on television when you see news broadcasts. And I had no problem setting this up. Now, a couple of things that I can do here is I can actually adjust the size of myself. So if I wanted to make myself larger and center myself in the screen, I can do so. I can also make myself smaller. If I don't want this transparent effect where I'm kind of like on top of the image, I can put myself inside of a frame. So this is a round frame. This kind of takes my picture and puts it inside a circle. You'll notice, since it's not masking, you know, making me transparent, that I no longer have that blur around me. I'm just inside of the circle. I can also do a square. And with these shapes, you can resize these and you can move them anywhere you want. So if you're presenting certain content and you don't want your picture to be in the way, you can simply go ahead and move it. They also have some designated like anchor points here that, I'm just clicking a button and it's moving around. So there's a number of different ways that you can set yourself up as a presenter within the room to be able to show your content. So this is just stage number one. And now I'm going to go ahead and take you over to stage number two. All right, so here in this stage, you'll see, again, I'm using a virtual background, but this time I'm not using a plain old white background. They actually have some virtual rooms set up that you can choose behind you. And I really like this one because it's very similar to something that I would probably do in my own workspace. But what I like about this is that it just kind of adds another element of touch of class, I guess you could say, or just makes it a little more professional, where I can choose all these different like virtual rooms behind me. This one I really like. I also like this one that kind of makes it seem like you're in some downtown loft, with this huge bookshelf and all this cool furniture in it. So this is another one. But for the sake of this stage, I wanted to just do something simple, and I like this wireframe one. So if I was talking to you about services that WeMerge Media offers, for example, I could have myself here on the screen, and then I can also just go ahead and project whatever images I want to project, because we offer website design services, we offer social media management services. Next year, pandemic slowing down, hopefully, where there's going to be people coming back to doing events are going to need banners. So I can just kind of put this stuff behind me, and I can actually make presentations or make marketing videos and post these videos on my website to explain different services that we have. So this is a pretty cool feature that I like. And I will probably be creating some videos very soon with this one, most likely, because I can really use this to help explain some of the services on the web. So now I'm going to go ahead to stage number three. Let me just switch that. And then I come back on over here. Now you'll see whatever is behind me projected. So here, if I was doing like a demonstration, or maybe I had a client where I was doing a website walkthrough, I can pull their website up on the screen. I can move myself and make myself smaller. And then from here, I pretty much can just kind of navigate the website and show the things that I want to show, explain things the way that I need to explain them. It's pretty cool that I can do this. And there are often times where I'm doing like tutorials or instructional videos, and I need a feature like this to be able to kind of show content in this way. So I really like that about it. I know that with this latest version that they updated, because I'm noticing that some of the images come through a little blurry. Like I said, it's in beta testing. It's not fully out and available to the public just yet. But so far, I think it's pretty cool, and it's pretty simple, to be able to do some things that typically can be kind of complicated, but to give you the effect of being able to do this in a professional manner and pretty easily. It may not be perfect, but I think it's good enough, especially considering the fact that this isn't a public product yet. Just was thankful enough to be able to get a chance to beta. I have one more stage that I'm going to walk through with you and show you, and that is video. Now, with the video, let me see, here we go. I use this other background here, and right now you can't see the video because I have not put it on display just yet. But what's cool about the video is that I can play the video and you should be able to hear the audio. I just have to make one adjustment to where my audio source is in Zoom, and it's supposed to play through the app, through my live stream. So for this one, I'm going to do that, but I also want to hear it to make sure it works. So I'm going to turn it up on my phone so that you get a chance. So I get a chance to test and make sure that it works the way that I think it works. So let me just do this. Let me go ahead first and put the video here. I need to go over to Zoom, change my mic source to... You may get an echo here.
Hello, my name is Michael Vaughn, and I am a marketing consultant for WeMerge. I'm inviting you to join me for a free workshop on how to make marketing videos in 10 minutes or less. Learn how to make a video with no prior video editing.
I am going to basically be using this app as a way to create some tutorials, to create some content for YouTube and for some digital classes that I'm going to be creating. So I wanted a way to be able to present content, but still kind of have it personalized, where I wasn't just doing a screen share, but I was able still to be physically, or at least virtually available there while I'm talking about the content. Is going to give me the opportunity to use Zoom in that way and to record these classes so that I can give that virtual teaching type experience. The things you need to know about it is that right now it's in beta testing and it's only available on Mac computers. So you have to have a Mac operating system. And I believe you have to be able to have version 14 or 15, I believe, in order to run it. So I'm running it on my laptop right now. I can't run it on my desktop, which is where I would prefer to run it. But that computer is too old and can't run the software. The other thing that you need to know is that operating system for Windows, it says that they're going to be launching one. So I believe once the product goes live, they'll most likely have that available not too long after, because it's a huge market of people that you'd be missing out on if you don't offer that. Right now, there is no pricing information. So again, I just got into a beta testing. I got invited to do so, and that's why I'm making this video, so I can kind of show you the experience of what it's like to use it and what you can do with it. So there's no pricing information on it just yet, but if you are following the WeMerge Media page, make sure you like it. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe there, because I'll do update videos as updates become available. So when it becomes open to the public, I'll let everyone know. When there's a Windows version, I'll let you know. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you chiming in and being here to watch this. And if you have any questions, again, comment below, and I will be more than happy to answer them.